Hello my crafty friends, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. This is Sheree. My channel is called Turquoise Dreaming, and so glad you're here. I am continuing on with the Christmas crafting, so I'm working on the journals that I showed you and worked on yesterday. So this one I decided to go ahead and do this one first. So this little one that it's made from a photo album, if you hadn't seen it before in any other videos. But I went ahead and finished putting the pages in, so that's where I'm at with this one. I've got the spine. The signatures are sewn in. I already showed you, I put some paper across the barcodes and branding that was down here. So you've got this pretty verse and picture here on the back. And then inside, this is where I'm at. I have the inside covered with some pretty scrapbook paper from my Christmas paper. I've got a pocket here. I don't know if I can put something in it right now, but there is a pocket right here. And then two signatures. And these are the strings. I made the strings that, where you sew in the signatures. I made them really long because I want to add some bells and then have them hanging out of the journal. I'm going to also add a tassel. I did put an eyelet right here for a tassel. So we'll have the strings with bells on them and a tassel. But anyway, the signatures are all in. Two signatures, with there's pockets and a paper bag and things like that. And fun papers, all the ideals, colored, different colored paper, the music, just lots of fun, eclectic Christmas papers. So what I'm doing now is, and I thought we could do together, is just do a little bit more work on it today. So I wanted to I wanted to use green. I wanted to put some trims on some of the pages here. And I went looking for my green pom-pom. Guess what? I don't have any green pom-pom. So that made me kind of really have to think about what I wanted to put. And do I want to just go and buy some green pom-pom? What I want to do. So I thought, well, wouldn't it be cool to use a fabric ruffle instead of the green pom-pom? So I have this fabric. Let me show you. I showed it to you when I showed you my Christmas, supplies, crafting supplies. And so what I decided to do, because see how this is, it's colorful, but it's not like really super bright colors. And the green is not a super bright green. It's kind of a plaid, with the snowflakes, really pretty Christmas fabric. And so I thought, when I looked through my Christmas fabrics, I decided this one would really go with the look of this journal. So on the side of it, it had, where I tore off this strip, it had this kind of holly, kind of a holly garland. So it's about an inch wide, and I just took off a strip and made it into a ruffle. So now I want to just put this on a couple of pages, see how many pages I can get out of it, and so I'm going to put it on some pages like that, so that instead of green pom-pom, I'll be using this ruffle. So it's kind of, I think I'm really going to enjoy the fact that I had to challenge myself to do something different than I was thinking in my head. And also, I think it's going to look really cute and go really well with overall colors and everything of the cover and everything in the journal. So anyway, let's start by putting one ruffle in the front signature or first signature, and one in the second signature, and then we'll see what we have left. Let's see, I want it to look like it goes with the page, of course, and I want a page that goes out to the, it looks cute there, out to the end here, so that it will show when you see the side of the journal, it will show. Oh, it looked really cute right here. I can picture it right here. Yeah, I think I'm going to put it right here. Yes, it goes really well with that page. Okay, so I'm going to cut a piece here. And so yeah, this is how I do my ruffles. I'll just do a long ruffle like this. I left the strings on the top. I cut off the top part here and don't have a string because uh, I I had my ruffler. If you ever get a ruffler, well, I have 2 sewing machines, and it didn't work. I could never get it to work right on my. I have the Basic Brother. It's LX3817A. Just the basic, very basic one, and that's kind of like my backup, or you know, there's certain stitches that one does differently than my other, main sewing machine. So my main sewing machine is the Brother Project Runway, that one, with all the computerized stitches and everything. So anyway, I don't know. I was like giving up on it. Like this is not going to work. I just tried and tried and tried it on the base one, and it wouldn't work. So I mean, it worked, but not right. And it worked at first. It worked, and then it didn't work, and back and forth. And I just, was like, I'm done with this. I'm just wasting too much time here. Let's see which way I want this. I think this is up, but let me just turn it around and see. Yeah, I like it this way. Okay, so we'll put a little, see, it's already sewn. So, when you have it already sewn like that, it looks like it's sewn onto the page, but it's not. I'm just gluing it on. You can sew it onto the page. I used to do that before I started doing it this way. This is a little easier, actually much easier than sewing it on the page, but you can do whatever you want, but you can't use a ruffler, of course, if you're going to sew it on the page. Oh, that's coming right out there. Okay. Yeah, so I tried it on my, this is the first one. Maybe it was just a fluke. I hope not. But I hope it wasn't a fluke that it worked really well on the other one, the Project Runway. And this is this ruffle I made on the Project Runway. Okay, so I'm going to put this on the edge like that. I have it now. I can still move it, but I want to see before I decide if it's permanent or not. Let me see what it looks like here. Yeah, I think that looks nice. Okay, I like it. I'm just have it peeking out over the page a little bit, and if you can see that, I have the stitching and then the ruffle is sticking out there. So let me press that down a little bit better down into the glue. Have it on there permanently and make sure it's straight and where I want it and everything. Okay. Yes, very nice. So is there any glue over here? A little bit of glue on that piece of fabric right there, but otherwise there's no glue over here. I just don't want it to glue any of my pages together. So I think we're all right. Okay, so there's one. So let's put one in the second signature. Yeah, so yeah, at first I really liked the ruffler, and I made quite a few ruffles, and then it just wouldn't work anymore with my base, the other sewing machine. But hopefully it'll continue to work on my Project Runway, and I can zip up a bunch of ruffles. I have some already made though I need to use, but I don't have any Christmas ones, so that's why I kind of did this one. Okay, let's see. I can picture it here. I think it looks cute there. Let's see what else. Oh, it would look super cute on here. Yeah. It like it's holly and holly. So of course it would look good on here. Let's see. So this page also comes out the back, or the back half. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it here. Oh yeah, and here's this side of it. It's a double-sided piece of scrapbook paper. Yeah, I didn't show you this one piece right here. I'll show you later when we do more looking at the pages, but I was finishing off these signatures, and I was actually looking for red cardstock or something like that, like to see if I haven't had any Christmas colored cardstock, and I found where I had bought this like large Ziploc bag, which was full of scrapbook paper. This was in there, and there's a couple of them. And I think I kind of always forget about that paper in there because it's my glue is just oozing everywhere. So I'm going to see if I can salvage some of it and just put it on here with my finger, so I don't have to just clean it off and throw it in the trash. But yeah, I was looking for, like I said, colored cardstock, and I found this paper here, a couple sheets of it, and then I found a few other sheets in that paper that I got from a thrift store actually. And I have it in the original bag that I brought home in still. It's a big zip, one of those big, like, it fits a 12 by 12 sheet of paper in it. And I just put it into my scrapbook paper stash, still in that bag, so it like helps me remember, where I got it. Like, oh yeah, that's the paper I got at the thrift store that day. I know exactly what thrift store I got it at and everything. So yeah, pretty cool. But yeah, now I reminded myself that it's there, so I can go back and get some more out of there if I want to and see what's in there. There's some different stuff in there, and it's, like, I have a couple collection kits that I haven't opened, but if I don't have to, I would be glad to open those, but why not use up the paper that's already out before I go opening new, packs of scrapbook paper type of thing. Okay, so that looks super cute. Let me see if there's any glue on this side too, and let me see how far it sticks out. Yeah, that looks cute there. See that you can't. I don't know if you can see them, but I can see them in person, and it's just they're not sticking beyond the cover, but when you turn it to the side, you can see the pretty ruffles, and that's kind of like what I like with things like that. They're just kind of peeking out, not really getting in the way of anything, but they add a really pretty touch. So I have one piece left that we can put on a page. So that one we put in the back half of the second signature. The first one we put on in the first half of the first signature. Now this is the first half of the second signature. Are you totally confused now? Okay, so I'm thinking, I just came across this page. This is from Ideals. This is actually a Franken page with Ideals papers. I wanted to use some Ideals pages in here, and this one wasn't quite long enough, so I added a little scrap from the Ideals, another Ideals page, or maybe it was the same one, I don't remember. But anyway, this would add a nice touch there, and it's in the first half of this first signature. Let's just see what's in front of this. This one is in front of this too, and it's not too close to the one in the first signature, so this might be the more perfect place to put it. Yeah, I think I'm going to put it here just because it's far enough away from the other ruffle. It looks great on that page, and it's kind of almost halfway point in between the other two ruffles. So it's really the best spot for it. So yeah, this will be going into my shop when I'm done with it, my eBay shop. Unless someone tells me ahead of time that they would like to get it, and then I can reserve it for you. But it's probably going to be, I'm thinking $35 plus shipping, just so you know. Like if you're saying, well, I would like it, but I don't know how much it's going to be. I thought, well, I guess go ahead and tell you right here in the video. Yeah, since it's small, even though like my two signature journals, like the little golden books and things that are, regular size, they're $45. So, but even though it's a two signature journal, it's small, and I kind of put myself in my customers' shoes. How much would I feel like I would want to pay for it? And so, yeah, I think $35 plus shipping is fair, and I think I would pay for it. I pay that much for it, and I'm putting a lot into it really. As far as you'll see in the end what you get with it, but there they are. Aren't they cute? I mean, it takes time to do every little thing, right? Little ruffles and just every little thing. I've already put a lot of time into it, so. But let's see. So the bells. Let's look at the bells real quick. These are this is my little tin of bells that I showed you in the beginning, and let me see what these little ones do have. These little ones do have a little loop on them, I think. I don't know how easy or hard they're going to be to get something through there. I don't know if I'll be able to get these strings through there. I wonder if I can get. Let's put. I'm thinking put a big one and then maybe a couple of small ones or something like that. That's what I would like to do. Let's see if let me get my. If this doesn't fit through here, I'm not going to be able to get these strings through there, but it might fit. This is my needle thread. Oh, it does fit. This thing always amazes me. Okay, so like I said, okay, so what I did was accidentally, I forgot that I was going to be putting things on here, and I put a knot there already. So that's what I do in my baker's twine. These are bound with baker's twine, and that's what I do so that baker's twine doesn't come unraveled. I put a knot in the end, but I forgot I needed to. It's still going to be hard to get this through here. Let's see. Oh, there it goes. Okay, I think I got it. All right, so the baker's twine is through the needle threader. Let's see if we can pull it through the little loop here. Oh, yeah, it went right through. Okay, so there's one little, there's one string that is not, is it through or not? I think there's one string that's not through, but maybe it is. It's hard to tell. I guess it is. It just was trying to separate, but even though it's through, it's trying to separate. Okay. I just wanted to make sure it was not, like if it was through and then one string didn't make it through the loop. That's what I was hoping didn't happen, and it did not. Okay, so we're not going to do all of these on video because that would take too long and be too tedious and too boring, and you wouldn't want to see it, but we'll finish this one strand here if I can without it coming unraveled. There's a little thread hanging down there. Let's see, so I got to put it through these. So we got a green one. Let's get a little, I have every color here, and we have 4 strings to do, so we're going to be using all the colors. Okay, so I just squeeze it through there, and then, well, that one really opened up after I guess I push it down further. Don't be afraid to push it down further, apparently. Okay, let's see if we can pull it back through. Easy enough. Hopefully. Yes. All the way. Let's see, where am I? I got it a little twisted here. Oh my. Okay. I got to untwist it to pull it through. Okay, alright, it's through. We got 2 on there. Okay, the jingles. And now I want to put a big one on the end. That's cute already with 2 of them kind of bunched up like that. Okay, let me just randomly grab one. Well, I have, for the bigger ones, I want to, like I said, I want to put a big one on the end of each one, 2 little ones and a big one, or something like that. Maybe 1 little one and 1 big one on some of them, or maybe 2 little ones on some of them, or 3 little ones on some of them. I'll change it up so it's, interesting, not the same on every one. But let's grab, I see a lot, mostly I have blue. There's some red that are not small, like kind of medium, and then there's a lot of silver, not a lot, but more silver than anything else. And on this, I might be able to just, let me see if I can just push it through. No. And this is a bigger loop, so there's not going to be any problem here getting it through like this, of course. But let's pull that through. So I hope you're having fun Christmas crafting and if you're, you know, not in the market to, you know, purchase anything from anyone's shop, as far as, you know, people that are selling journals and whatever Christmas crafts are doing for sale, that you're doing some Christmas crafting, because it's really a lot of fun. I'm tying a knot in the end here. It's already, as you could probably see, coming unraveled, so that's why I'm not having much luck with this knot, though. Not doing a very good job of it. Let me untie it. So I don't have a lot of room here to tie it. I don't know if I can push this up anymore. I don't want to, you know, like break the string or anything with the roughness of the loop. If there is any kind of like thing like that, I just could imagine something like that could happen. Okay, let me try this one more time. Being careful. Okay, it's a little tedious. Okay, I think I got all the threads through there that time. Okay, yeah, that's better. That's better. Okay, I have a knot. I have a knot in the end. I kind of have a knot down here too, but it was kind of a rough knot, so I tied a second one. So I'm going to, oh, that one slides down. Okay. Oh, they all kind of slide down now. Okay, good. So that you can get an idea. Let's see how I ended up. See, I used up, see, I've got all of this string here, extra couple of inches, but I used up quite a bit of that tying my knots and getting these on here and making little clippings and things to get that. So that's really a good height or length for, I got glue on my finger, let me get that off. But yeah, that's a good length. And then I'll have, I might try to make them different lengths. We'll see. Maybe they'll just end up on their own with different lengths, but you'll have, oops, that one fell off right over the knot. Okay, well, I'll put it back on it. The big one fell off. I might actually have to tie that on there. You know what I mean? Just tie around the loop instead of just putting it over. So I'll work on that off video so we don't have to waste any more time with that right now. But let's, the other thing I was going to show you, let me put that back in there so I don't lose it. And I'll do that off video. Now I know what I need to do though. Learning lesson for all of us. Tie a knot around the bigger loops. Okay, so I wanted to show you what I got into this week. I don't usually use or really ever use, since I haven't been on any, I used to years ago be on design teams for digital creators, and I really enjoyed it, but then I wanted to, just use my original things that I have, that I've picked up, because, I need to use them from thrifting and everything. Plus, I really enjoy challenging myself in that way. But I've always, since I started, I've never bought a kit from her, but I've always, since I started junk journaling and paper crafting, enjoyed seeing others craft. Just gotta take care of my nose, still a little stuffy from when I was sick last week. But I'm not stuffy, just, you know how it is. But yeah, I've always enjoyed KB and Friends, seeing other people use her digitals. So I was like, okay, this is it. This is the year I am going to get a kit. So I got one. I will link it below, actually. I'll link it below. It's called, well, I don't remember what it's called, but I have it right here to show you, and I'll link it below. It's the one with, it has recipe cards in it, and ladies like that are cooking, and I'll show you. But these are the papers you get with it. I already printed them. Everything's printed on lightweight cardstock, and it came out really nice with that. You could print these on paper, but this is lightweight cardstock. It's not thick cardstock, so it's like, it makes for a really nice, like if you're going to make this into a page or whatever, you can, of course, it's nice and flexible where you could make it into a page, but if you want to use it for tags and journal cards, you can go that way too. So that's the paper that you get. And then I think I printed it once, And then I printed one of the this fussy cut pages twice. So this is what I have, like all these nice, there's a pocket, and it shows you what she made out of them, you know, and maybe like, it's not necessarily how you're supposed to use them, but how, it's kind of like how you're supposed to use them, but of course you can use them any way you want. So I have a lot of fussy cuts. I fussy cut everything out. And I'll tell you that, you know, I have, like, being on some design teams, I was on, I'm trying to think if I was on 4 or 5 design teams, and I don't remember how many I was on. So, and I did a lot for them. I was on their design teams for a couple years, Shabby Dabby Doodah, you know, Daisy, Sheree, Smear. I was on all of their design teams for years. And I've done a lot of fussy cutting of their kits. And so, you know, I don't mind fussy cutting at all, really. Sometimes when it gets really super intricate, I kind of like, oh, it's going to be hard type of thing. But the thing about this kit that I liked was, say, like, this could be a little daunting, right? All the little curves and stuff. But what she does, it's kind of like when you see a sticker and you see the little frame around it, and Tim Holtz has it too on his stuff, kind of like a little frame. Well, that's what she has on here. See the little kind of beige part? It's like a little frame that you can cut around. So it makes it easier to cut it out, because see the little points on the leaves? You're not trying to cut out all those little if you know, little points. It's it's kind of like what I call loose fussy cutting, even though it looks very intricate. You got that outside margin that you're cutting on, and it made it, I thought, so much easier. And that's what all of these have, that all of these little pieces have it. So this is what I did this week on my lunch break. I cut out these pieces, and look at the little, I mean, the colors came out great. The here's some of the ladies, they all came out so cute, and really, I'm gonna say professional looking. Like, it looks like something you would buy after I cut them out. It looks like something that you would buy and expect them to look like in a, you know, Tim Holtz ephemera package. So yeah, they came out so nice. I put a few pieces together. Like, I wasn't really planning on doing what she did. So, like, there's recipe cards. So I just, you know, after I cut out all the pieces, I just started putting some things together. Let me see if I can find, I put this one together. It was a recipe card that you can print some of the recipe cards back to back, which I'll show you in a minute. But this one was an extra back. So I just decorated it with some of the pieces. You get these little tabs in there. And let's see, where's some more that I already did. This is one that you're supposed to take it and, oh, this one does. Oh, here, I've got 2 here. So this one, you're supposed to take it, and there's a pocket that goes over the front of it, right? So this one I did put a pocket on. These 2 pieces don't necessarily go together, but this is what I did with it. And so I started using the tags, because she has tags in there that you cut out. And then I started using, because the shapes are really cool. See how the shapes are kind of different? Like this one, they're all different. And I kind of used them as a template. And you took some of the paper that you print and started making tags out of it, and then use the pockets that you print that come with it, like this, and use that as a template on the paper that you print. Let me see. There's so much here, it's hard to even keep it all straight, actually. Oh, here it is. See, I cut up this piece right here with the gingerbread men. See, I cut 2 tags out here, and I cut a pocket out here. So I just started doing whatever I wanted to do, whatever I felt like doing. Like, I felt like this gingerbread paper would go well with this kind of plaid-ish paper. And this was another template, and I used it to make this tag shape because when it came to covering this up, this cute little, I would have had to, I mean, it does look cute like that, but then you're covering up the cabinets, the little towels. And I thought, oh, I don't want to cover that up, type of thing. See, I don't want to cover that up, so I decided not to cover it up, not to put a pocket there, and I'll use the pocket somewhere else. So, I know that's a long kind of explanation, but yeah, I showed you that one. There's one with the pocket. Oh, here's another one I did. She has these little tags in there, and I just took one of the ladies, and there's this little candy fussy cut in there, and I just put that together as a little tag, and I'll put a hole and a ribbon in there later, but this is just, I just had this at work with my glue. I had brought my glue, I brought this right here, my art glitter glue, and I was just cutting and gluing. Here's some more pockets, tags with pockets. Here's some, these are the recipe cards as you print them out. Now I printed them out back to back. This one did come out right, but some of them I, okay, what I did was, when I printed them, I might have printed the recipe cards twice, that's why there's so many here. But when I printed them for the first time, I didn't print them back to back, the recipe cards, and so I had two separate pieces, so I just cut them out and glued them together. So that's the back glued onto the front on these. And then I did print them back to back on one piece of paper, and I don't know if I did something wrong or whatever, but there's a little white space here. I'm just going to put some, I'm just going to distress around that, and that'll cover that up. So if you happen to get this kit and you have that same problem, you can't cut that off because you'll be cutting off the little red frame here. So you kind of have to cut it from the front and get that right, and then whatever happens on the back is what happens. And you can always put something, a tab or a little decoration across there or something too. But I'm not worried about it. I'm just going to try distress ink and go from there. I printed a few paper ones too. I think I did that by mistake. And I cut them out anyway. I'll use those too because papery things are nice to glue down. So here's another one. Let's see. Here's some original ones that I didn't. I wouldn't decorate that. That's how it printed out. So cute, right? I mean, I'll put a topper on it, but I just love the retro look of these. Here's one of the recipe cards, the back that I just decorated. These are 3 pieces, a tab. These 2 are separate, and I just put the Christmas cookies and a little candy cane on there. And I think that's all I got to. I kind of, use most of my time in the cutting, as you could probably notice here. But there's a lot in there, and it's a lot of fun. And I'm going to work with this over and show you the results over the Christmas crafting time here. But just so cute, and I can't wait to do some more crafting with them. So, and now that I've talked about that for so long, I probably need to stop this video. It's probably long enough. But we did the bells. I'll continue on the bells. I'm going to go through, I'm going to put some of those things in this journal too. As far as, I'm going to clip a lot of things in and then slide things into the pockets. And I'll do a flip through, but this is my bag of ephemera that I already have made. I'm going to go through here and pick out things to fill the pockets and clip in. And then I'm going to go through all of my bins, my Christmas bins, and get together a nice, healthy bunch of goodies to send along with it. And then I think I'll be ready to do a flip through because I want it to be, especially something small like this, I want it to be open for you to do what you want. I don't want to, take up your precious space that you might need for things. So, and then you'll be able to take the things I send you, say I already decorated, but you wanted to put something there and you're like, oh, it doesn't fit because Sheree already put this here. Well, that won't happen because I'll be sending the things on or clipping them in, and then you'll be able to oh, I want a picture here. And then I can add this thing that Sheree sent over on the side, you know, or, you know, in the corner, wherever you want. So I think that's going to work out really well. And so I'll be back. I might come back and make the tassel for this on video and then be ready for a flip through after that. So I'll be working on this little cutie pie, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day.